Okay, so today let's take a look at the TRX Pike. The Pike has been an exercise that I've been working on lately with a lot of my clients, a lot of the groups and classes. It's a great exercise, but it's one of those things that can easily be done wrong when you don't focus on those few basics. So what I want to look at today is maintaining a nice flat spine position. This is an exercise that if you are tight in the hamstrings, as you drive the hips up into the air and the hamstrings are tight, you get into a stretch position. So actually we'll start to tilt the pelvis to some degree. So if we drive the hips up, it tilts the pelvis. In turn, the spine tends to round. So we need to make sure either we get better hamstring flexibility, we don't go as high, or really just focus on hammering home a nice neutral spine position. So to look at the TRX Pike, if we're in this position from the hands, my feet are already in the straps, okay? What I'm gonna do here, or this exercise, is driving the hips up, squeezing through the abs, and then nice, slow, and controlled as you go down. So for me, who someone is kind of tight through the hamstrings, as I get up, I feel a big stretch, and I can, if I keep going, you can see my back start to round because my hamstrings are pulling on my pelvis. But if I really reinforce a nice flat back, I'm driving my hips up with the flat spine, and nice and slow back down. I can keep that back in a nice flat position. As we come up, and especially through crunching motions, as soon as we get up there, drive the hips up, we want to stay away from, on an exercise like this, which is just specifically a hip flexion and extension, we want to stay away from that flexion of the spine, because that's where we put a lot of stress down at the lumbar spine, especially the discs. So if you can, either don't go as high, limit your range of motion, and come down, or make sure as you get up there, you're really working on your back position, reinforcing that neutral spine, keeping the back nice and flat, and that will create a more effective exercise.